Guys, sometimes solving equations is a little tricky, and so I wanted to create this additional video for those of you who maybe are a little stuck on some of the problems. We're just going to go through a couple of different examples and just talk about what we have, what do we need to do, and then solving them, okay? So looking at this equation, 1/8 a minus 40 equals negative 24. Okay, what do we have? Well, we have multiplication right here, 1/8 and a. And we also have subtraction, minus 40. Now, what am I going to need to do? Well, to undo my multiplication, I'm going to need to divide. And to undo my subtraction, I'm going to need to add. So here we go. Let's look. I'm going to undo subtraction first because I work the order of operations backwards. So I'm going to add 40 to both sides because an equation is like a balance. Both sides need to be equal in order for it to be correct. All right. So negative 24 plus 40 is going to be a positive 16. And I'm left with 1/8 a here. So I don't really need that plus sign anymore. I am multiplying by 1/8, so I'm going to divide by 1/8, which means that I'm going to need to divide both sides by 1/8, which means these guys are going to cancel out. I'm going to get left with a over here, but over here I'm going to have to keep it, change it, flip it. So when I work that out, I get a equals 128. And when I go to check it, I'm going to go 1/8 times 128 over 1 minus 40 should equal negative 24. So let's check that. I can simplify. If I go ahead and divide, simplify this, 8 goes into 8 once, 8 goes into 128 16 times. So 16 minus 40, does that give me negative 24? Well, I've got two numbers. I got the bigger ones here. So $16, I owe someone $40. If I give that $16 to my friend, I'm still going to owe that person $24. So this does check out. Okay, let's try another one. Here we go. Ask yourself first, what operations do you see? Well, negative 1/5 times r and plus 35. So I'm going to need to divide and I'm going to need to subtract. Okay, so first thing I'm going to undo is my addition because I work the order of operations backwards. So I'm going to subtract 35 from both sides. That leaves me with 30 over here and negative 1/5 r over here. Okay, so now I need to divide both sides. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm having a little hard time here. By negative 1/5. So these guys cancel out. I'm left with r on this side. Here I have 30 times. I'm going to keep it negative 5 over 1. And 30 times negative 5, r should equal negative 150. That should be my solution. Let's check and see if it is. Negative 1/5 times negative 150 over 1 plus 35 should equal 65. So here we go. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 150 30 times. So negative 1 times negative 30, that's a positive 30 plus 35 should equal 65, and 30 plus 35 equals 65. So we've got a correct answer. R equals negative 150. Here's another one. Now this one looks a little different because we've flipped the way that we're used to seeing our equations written. We usually have the term with the variable come first, but in this case it doesn't, but that's okay. What is going on with this constant? It's positive. So to get rid of that positive constant, really it's like I'm saying I have plus 15 and I'm still multiplying h by 4. So how do I get, so I'm going to need to subtract and divide to solve this problem. Now hang with me. This is a positive 16. Sometimes I like to think of my variable as a grumpy old man. And when there's a grumpy old man, everyone wants to get away from them. Well, who's closer to the door? Well, 16 is further away from the grumpy old man. He can get away first. So I'm going to get away from him by subtracting him from the room. So I'm left with negative 4h, and 84 minus 16 is 68. Now this looks like a one-step equation. I've already done my subtraction. Now I'm going to divide both sides, not by 4, by negative 4, because that negative doesn't want to be by the grumpy old man either. So I get h equals 68 divided by negative 4 is negative 17. That should be my solution. So we're going to check it. 16 minus 4 times negative 17 should equal 84. So I'm going to multiply first. What's negative 4 times negative 17? That's a positive 68. 16 plus 68 should equal 84. So what is 68 plus 16? It's 84. So my equation, my solution checks out. H equals negative 17. Now this one looks tricky, but we can still do this, okay? I see that I have addition, but I also see that I have division. And when I say I have addition, it's because my 4 up here, kind of like the last problem that comes before my variable, it's positive, so that's adding. So how do I undo addition and division? I undo it by subtraction and multiplication. Now, because I am dividing, this is like having a number in parentheses, and we will talk more about this later on this week. But it's like saying this whole thing is being divided by 3. So I have a few options. I could distribute that 3 and say 4 over 3 plus x over 3 equals 10. And that's a great way to do this, okay? So I'm going to undo my addition by subtraction. Now here's my, now I'm not going to worry about the term with the variable just yet, or the unknown just yet. So I'm going to start by subtracting 4/3. Ooh, 4/3 from both sides. Okay, and so here we go. I've got x over 3 here. Now I'm going to do this over here. I have 10 over 1 minus 4 over 3. Well, I need common denominator. So let's multiply 10 over 1. Let's multiply the numerator denominator by 3. So I have 30 over 3 minus 4 over 3. And 30 minus 4, that is going to give me 26 over 3. And I can go ahead and simplify that, but I'm just going to wait for 1 second real quick before I do that. Because now I need to undo my division. I'm going to multiply by 3. Okay, so that cancels out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So I'm left with an x here equals, well, what is 26 times 3 over 1? Well, 26 times 3 is 78 over 3. And now I'm going to simplify. You can really simplify at any point in this, but I'm choosing to simplify at the end, and I'm going to get x equals 26. So now I think that's my solution. So I'm going to go and I'm going to check it. I'm going to say 4 plus 26 divided by 3 should equal 10. Well, 4 plus 26 is 30. divided by 3 should equal 10, and 30 divided by 3 we know is 10, so 10 equals 10. So 26 is a correct answer, and I've checked my work. Okay. If you have any questions or you want to see this problem done a different way, please email me, and I would be happy to help you out. So have a great day.